Hello, Williamson County. I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. I know we're all enjoying the beautiful spring weather, and we certainly do not want to wish these days away. But summer will be here before you know it, and plans and preparations for Williamson County Parks and Recreation summer activities are in full swing. We continue our summer topics today, talking about some of our upcoming summer athletic programs. Joining me for the first half of our show today is Amber Morris. She's the Assistant Athletics Administrator for Williamson County Parks and Recreation, here to talk to us about some of the exciting and fun activities. I also should mention you're the second half guest today as well, because you're the only guest that we have. But we definitely have a ton of content to cover on today's show. The athletics division is just growing by leaps and bounds, and the number of programs and people that you facilitate through the athletics division keeps growing as well. You guys run a year-round calendar of programs and activities. I know how very busy you all are, so I appreciate you taking the time to come in today, Amber.
Well, it was my pleasure.
So let's talk a little bit about the summer. We've been talking about a variety of summer topics for the past couple of months now, and no conversation about that would be complete without talking about the summer sport camps and summer athletic leagues that the department does through June, July, and August. Let's start off a little bit talking about the youth-based programs. The summer sport camp series is where it all kind of started with us as far as summer programming in the athletics division. Our department, of course, has a variety of summer activities planned, and a keystone of our summer youth program are summer sport camps. You guys do a really great job in putting together a variety of camps for a very accommodating age group and spreading them out all over the county. You have summer sport camps this year that are going to be taking place in Franklin, Brentwood, Nolensville, and Spring Hill, providing a lot of opportunity for kids who are looking to either be introduced to or hone skills in a number of different types of sports. We'll start off with the Summer Sport Camp series and the Franklin-based camp, since that's where it originally started, and walk us through what you guys have planned in Franklin this summer.
Well, I tell you, we've got some fantastic instructors that we've lined up for the different camps that we've got. Quite a few of them have been doing it for a number of years now. But Alex Lim is by far one of my favorites because he takes a non-traditional sport like table tennis, and he is a certified table tennis instructor. And what he does with those kids, he brings in the RoboBot, or some, I'm not really sure of the name of it.
There's a robot involved.
There's definitely a robot involved where the robot hits to them, so they're able to kind of hit up against, play with themselves essentially. So what he does is fantastic, teaching the kids the game as well as the fundamentals of it. And so that camp is going to be at Academy Park, and that's going to be June 5th through the 9th. The next group one that we have is going to be volleyball. And pretty cool situation here where the main instructor is going to be Tracy Berry.
And has been for several years.
Yes, quite a few years. What she's doing is she's kind of transitioning one of her former players to kind of help be the lead role as well, by the name of Michaela Bailey. So Michaela played for her at Ravenwood. I believe she was on one of the state championship teams. Tracy had so many of them, it's hard to keep track of who played on which team. So they're going to kind of be tag teaming the volleyball camp this year. So there's two different options. There's a June camp, which is going to be June 12th through the 16th, and then the July is going to be July 10th through the 14th. And so then moving into basketball, our fan favorite, Karen Booker, again, she's been doing it for quite a few years, played locally at Franklin High School, went on to play at Vanderbilt, and was successful in the WNBA as well. So she'll be back again this year teaching basketball. Again, those will be at Academy Park. Again, a June and a July option. Got to give everybody options, right?
That's right.
So she'll be June 19th through the 23rd or July 17th through the 21st. So those, great camps. Those are all going to be at Academy Park. The next ones are going to be, the soccer camp is actually going to be at our indoor arena at Crockett Park. Our indoor Robert A. Ring Indoor Arena. We'll get to the Crockett Park one later.
It's a very fortunate situation where we find ourselves, where the department has two indoor arenas, one in Brentwood, one in Franklin. And so sometimes, it can be a little confusing about exactly where it's happening. But no, you're right. At the Robert A. Ring Indoor Soccer Arena, the first indoor arena.
Yes. And so that camp will be July the 17th through the 21st. And we've got Jose Londano signed up to be the instructor of that camp. And Jose's done it for quite a few years. Lots of soccer experience playing himself, as well as I believe he's the coach of Ravenwood High School girls team. So lots of knowledge, lots of coaching experience. So that one will be at the Robert A. Ring Arena in Franklin. And then finally we have our tennis, which is going to be instructed by Jonathan Haynes, who has been an instructor probably from the beginning. I wasn't here at the beginning when the tennis program started, but I feel like he has been around for quite some time.
Decades. Yes.
And again, another great instructor. He does year-round clinics, but what then he does for us in the summertime is kind of helps us out with these summer sports camps as well. So the tennis is going to be at our outdoor tennis courts at the Franklin Recreation Complex. And again, there's a June and a July date there. We've got June the 19th through the 23rd or July 24th through the 28th.
And all of these summer youth sport camps are open to children 7 to 13, boys and girls. A new addition to the camp program this year is that you've extended them to full calendar weeks, Monday through Friday. Typically these camps used to run Monday through Thursday, and this year we've added that 5th day on to give a full work week calendar for these camps. Each one meets from 9 a.m. to 12 noon and just costs $65 per camp.
Fantastic, great rate. I mean, you can't get babysitting for that cheap.
Absolutely. Then you've expanded the level of, or the number of camps that you're offering in Brentwood. We have an amazing facility in Brentwood, our second indoor arena. It's called the Indoor Arena at Crockett Park, where the athletics division is able to do a variety of different types of camps. And I love how this facility in particular demonstrates the flexibility that we have with some of these indoor arenas. You've got 3 separate camps lined up at the Indoor Arena at Crockett Park in Brentwood this summer. Run us through those.
We do. So the first one is kind of an ongoing camp that we've been offering. It's called Tiny Tots Soccer. Cutest thing you will ever see. It's for ages 3 to 6. So they basically get out there. They're learning soccer skills, but kind of sometimes without knowing they're learning soccer skills. Sometimes there might be relays involved, and it's just really great opportunity to have the kids exposed to see if they like it before spending the money on playing for a full league. But there's going to be 2 of those. One is going to be June the 12th through the 16th. The other one's going to be July the 17th through the 21st. And so registration for those are currently opened. We opened those up at the same time we opened all of our summer sports camps. And we've gotten steady registration coming for that. So that's awesome. And the camp for those, the cost for those is just going to be $35 per camp, which again, super, super cost effective.
It's what makes it such a great introductory program, is that, it is a minimal cost to participate. It's minimal as far as, uniforms, equipments, and things like that. And really, like you said earlier, a great way to get your kids introduced to the sport of soccer.
So the next one that we've got is back. Took a couple of years off while our instructor kind of was doing his own thing, starting his own company, but now he's back. And it's called the Better Golf Academy for Kids. Jim Kite is the instructor, and he is an official PGA certified instructor. And the neatest thing about this camp is that Jim brings all the equipment. Now, if you have your own clubs, you can bring your own clubs, but it's another great way of being an introduction to the sport without having to spend all the money on the equipment that goes along with it.
Yep.
So Jim will bring all of the clubs for the kids, allow them to use them, and teaches them the actual fundamentals of the game, but also teaches them kind of the scoring and how you keep track of scoring, the courtesy of we be very quiet while golfers are golfing, those kinds of things, which is great,
Yep, the fundamentals of ready golf.
Yes,
you have to be able to play ready golf.
Yeah, and so that one is going to be for ages 5 to 14, and that one, the cost on that one is $200 for the whole week, but the time is going to be from 9 until 11 at the indoor arena. So Another great option, and then new to this year, since our flag football program has been so successful, our max capacity in every season that we offer it, because we only have so much space at the arenas, we decided to offer a flag football camp this year. So it's a completely new thing. Registration is currently open, and it's a steady flow of registration. So again, that's a great thing. It shows that people are really interested in it. In that camp, there are going to be two different options: a June 5th through the 9th and a July 10th through the 14th. And that one is going to be similar to the Summer Sports Camp series, where it is for ages 7 to 13 and from 9 until noon, and cost of $65.
So yeah, some, like you said, wonderful options for kids to try a variety of different sports or be engaged in just a variety of different sports all throughout the summer. I love how these dates all offer, different monthly options, and then you can kind of pick and choose the ones that work best with your calendar or your child's interests. In Nolensville, you guys are teaming up and doing camps at both the Williamson County Recreation Complex at Nolensville, as well as Nolensville Elementary.
Correct.
Our Nolensville facility is unique in that we have the availability there to run one of our general summer day camp programs. But while that's going on, we have less opportunity to do other things. And thank you tremendously to the Williamson County School System and the staff at Nolensville Elementary School for allowing us access to their gymnasium to be able to expand our summer options in Nolensville. Tell us about the camps you have planned in Nolensville this summer.
Yeah, the camps are going to be basically the same age group, except we kind of break this one down by grades because of the location. So your basketball camp, we're going to have, again, Karen Booker as the instructor, is going to be June the 12th through the 16th, and that is one that's going to be at Nolensville Elementary School. The gym is a little bit larger, so but it's, again, still an elementary size school, so we do have limited availability. The camp is actually going to be, again, from 9 until noon. So then we've got table tennis is also going to be it's actually going to be at the recreation complex. We have open table tennis play there on Friday nights, and so we're going to just use those same tables. The programming division was gracious enough to allow us to kind of schedule in a week in there so that we can squeeze that camp in so we're not transporting tables. So that one will be at the rec center on June the 12th through the 16th. And again, Alex will be the instructor for that one. And that one's going to be for grades 2 through 8 as well. For volleyball, it's a little bit more unique because of the amount of space required because of the net that we have. We actually had to break it down into 2 separate sessions so we could accommodate more children. So the first session is going to be, all the dates are going to be July the 17th through the 21st. But the first session is going to be for grades 2 through 4, and that one will be from 9 until noon. But then for middle school students or grades 5 through 8, then that one will be from 1 until 4. And that way that just allows us to have a little bit more space in there to be able to have kids move around, and then we can take twice as many kids.
Yeah.
So all of those, again, registration is currently open for $65.
Excellent. And then the last location for youth summer sport camps is the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill. And you guys have a couple of different camps going on there as well, utilizing the gymnasium space at that facility.
We do. We are going to be offering a volleyball and a basketball. So the volleyball camp is going to be June the 5th through the 9th. And then the basketball is going to be July the 10th through the 14th. Again, the same ages 7 to 13, and the cost is going to be $65 per camp. Same instructors, Tracy and Michaela will be doing the volleyball, and Miss Kerri Booker will be doing the basketball.
And I know we've kind of run through a lot of this very quickly. All of this information is currently available through our website at wcparksandrec.com. Registration for all of our summer youth sport camps is also open as well through that site. So if you need more specific information about a camp, dates, times, cost, age ranges, or anything like that, feel free to visit our website and we can find out just about anything you need to know via that channel. We're only halfway done with your list of topics, though. We still have the whole world of adult sports to continue with as well, and we'll dive into that when we come back after a quick break. Y'all stay tuned.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, When your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
Welcome back to It's About You. We're talking today about summer athletic programs offered by the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. For the first half of our show, we were speaking with Assistant Athletics Administrator Amber Morris about a variety of youth summer sport camp options. For the second half of our show today, we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about the adults, the big kids. They still like to get out and play too. And our athletics division has a variety of different summer athletic leagues planned throughout the summer months as well and into the fall. Athletic league play is really one of those things that is a ongoing 12-month basis now. There's barely a lag from when one league quits or stops or finishes tournament to when the next one starts. So there's a variety of different things that we're going to talk about today. All kinds of fun stuff, traditional and non-traditional activities alike. Let's jump in and start talking about one of the more, well, I guess you would call it non-traditional, but it's definitely very popular, and our area seems to really enjoy it, the Adult Kickball League.
Right. Who doesn't love to be a kid again, right?
We're all just
little
big
playground
kids.
ball. So kickball is kind of one of our sports that's gaining popularity because it really doesn't take a whole lot of skill to go out there and play it. Honestly, I mean, it's a lot more about social gathering and getting out there and just participating in something that's
And having fun.
That's the most important part about sports, but sometimes we lose sight of that, right? But the kickball, the registration's currently going on, and it's going to go on through May the 18th or until the program fills. So if you don't want to miss your chance, then go ahead and get registered. The season will begin in June and run basically through August. So we do get a lot of teachers. They're going to be wrapping up right around when school starts back. So that's also great if you're a teacher and you're looking for something fun to do in the summertime. The games are going to be on Tuesday nights at Fly Park. And the cost for the program is going to be $400 per team. So one team captain will register everybody. You can pull the money from all the people. You can find a sponsor. Sometimes some people are more serious about it and they get sponsors and the logos on their jerseys and have a great time, and other times it's just a bunch of friends getting together to play. So either option is a fantastic way to go, but definitely a lot of fun out there.
Right. One of our more traditional leagues that has always been popular, continues to be popular, are the basketball leagues. And basketball, again, is another one of those sports that is year-round now. There are constantly leagues available for basketball, and the summer league is coming right around the corner.
Absolutely, and this league will actually start up once we finish redoing the front gym floor at Academy Park. So it'll be a brand spanking new floor in there. But the registration's going on currently until May 22nd or until it fills up, and then we will start the league up once the gym floors are finished. So sometime in June. And the games, there's all kinds of different levels. So depending on what the level is, games could be on Thursday night, Tuesday night, or Sunday afternoons. So just kind of look at and figure out what skill level works best for you. Chris does a fantastic job of kind of outlining what skill levels, and it's right there on the website, what skill level do you belong in based upon what kind of experience that you have playing. And that helps better seat you in the section that you need to be in. So that's great. The registration for that is going to be $475.
Wonderful. Another traditional sport, our softball leagues, again, always popular, playing them at a variety of different locations around town. And the summer to me is always the prime time for softball.
Yes, and really summer, sometimes you kind of forget about people playing softball in the summertime, but we start a whole new league in the summertime, like you said, in different areas. So in this particular summer, we're going to be at Bethesda. If we have to do overflow at Heritage Park, we'll do that, and then Nolensville. That's kind of the summer program that we've got going. Priority registration, some people may ask, what is priority registration? And that's basically registration for teams who have participated in the program last year. Kind of give them first dibs on securing their spot again. And that time frame is going to be May 5th through the 19th. But then on May the 20th, it'll open up to anybody. The season for those will begin June the 23rd, and depending on the program or the division that you're in, and if it's a single header or double header, you know, how many weeks it is and all that kind of stuff, it could be $440 to $465.
And it's, again, a great deal, especially when it boils down to the number of games that you get to play.
Absolutely, yeah.
You definitely get to see that. And then another really popular program in the Nolensville community in the summer is the Adult Flag Football League.
Right. So that is going to be an outdoor program, and it's going to be at the fields right next to the recreation complex. It's known as a variety of different names, but it's actually just like a big multi-purpose field. It's an old baseball field. And the registration for that is going to be May 1st through the 31st, and then they'll start that season in June. Again, like we said, those will Wednesday nights for those games, and that's going to be at Nolensville Park next to the rec center.
Awesome.
For $375.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then soccer, because while we would never leave soccer out, there's a variety of different soccer leagues going on this summer at the indoor arena at Crockett Park. We have the men, we have the women, we have the co-ed. We make sure any soccer player gets included.
Absolutely. So the men's league is kind of a new program back to us. We ran it for a little while, and then kind of the men kind of tapered off for a little while, but now we're trying to bring it back. So Danielle has done a fantastic job trying to get in touch with the local soccer community, being that she was a local high school player. She played travel and then went on and played at Belmont for a little while too. So she knows a lot of soccer people, trying to get them going again. So men's the registration is currently open, and their season will begin on June the 1st. And they're going to play on Thursday nights at the indoor arena at Crockett Park for $400.
Then the ladies come in on Tuesday nights.
They sure do. Their registration is currently going on until May the 23rd, or until they fill up. Again, I hate to say that we have to put that tagline in there, but we only have a certain amount of time that we can work with in the evenings, with having to close for the city of Brentwood and then other activities that are going on. So that limits us the number of teams that we can take. So for a lot of our programs in the arenas, we have limited time frame to work with, which is why we have to kind of cap the number of teams that we can take.
It just makes sense.
Yeah. And so their season will begin on July the 11th, and like you said, it'll be Tuesdays, and the cost for that one is $400 as well.
And then co-eds on Monday nights.
Co-ed Monday night is going to be our more rec level teams. We have an ongoing Wednesday night league, which are more A division, higher level teams that players that played in college or above. But what we try to do in the summertime is to be able to pull in some of the college kids who are home for the summertime, and give them a place to be able to go back and play soccer. So that's kind of what the co-ed Monday night league is designed for, is more of a rec level. Priority registration is going to be, again, for those who were registered last year, and that's going to open up on May the 29th. And then they only get one day to register. And then everybody else will open up on May the 30th for the season that will start in July. So $465 a team, again, still very, very cost effective, and split it up amongst your teammates, and pretty cheap.
Tons of fun. Tons of fun. Something that we can't leave out, that we wouldn't be completely talking about the athletic division if we didn't include, is tennis. Tennis is one of our tenured sports in the athletics division. It's been around for a very long time, rightfully so, because it is still so very popular in this area. There are a vast array of opportunities for tennis enthusiasts, or for people who want to become tennis enthusiasts, to be involved in a variety of different programs, from instructional clinics, organized league play, and even some more summer camp opportunities.
Absolutely. So Jonathan Haynes every year does what he calls it's a quick start beginner class. It's kind of a neat type of class because it's done with a low compression ball and on a smaller court and that kind of stuff. So he's going to be offering those again this year, and those will be all at the ISC, and it's for ages 5 to 9, so a little bit on the younger side. And camp dates, there's a variety of different camp dates, and all of them are going to be from 11 until 12:30, but June the 5th through the 8th, June 12th through the 15th, July 10th through the 13th, July 17th through the 20th, or August the 7th through the 9th. All of them are $90 with the exception of the final one because we had to cut it a day short since the kids go back to school already. Yes. So that one will be $68. And then he also does some beginner to intermediate camps, which are going to be your rising 5th through 8th graders. That'll be $125. Those camps will be from 9 until noon. And there's going to be one at Crockett Park, June the 27th through the 29th, and then one at Franklin, the August the 1st through the 3rd. So last minute chances before you go back to school.
Yep. So if anyone was listening to the list of summer sport camps in the first half of the show and thinking, why is there only one tennis camp? We actually do have a lot more. And like Amber said, they are for a variety of ages and interest levels and abilities, different time structures. So we realize it's a lot to keep up with now. So again, feel free to go to our website, wcparksandrec.com, to get more in-depth information about all of these specific programs. One of the great things about the tennis camps, not only are they great opportunities for kids to really pick up a lifetime sport for something that they can play for years and years to come, but we also offer an indoor and outdoor option for these camps as well. So, you know, if it just gets too hot for your kids in the summer, if they have allergy or asthma issues or things like that, we have a balance, I think, of indoor and outdoor based camps where there's something for people to kind of choose from and have some flexibility with. And then, like we said, tennis is going on year-round throughout our department as well. For any of the adults, if you're interested in instructional clinics for organized league play, you can get all the information about our summer programs through the website as well. And in wrapping up real quick, we'll highlight on the ongoing programs. Before we go, Williamson County Parks and Recreation has 2 ongoing sport programs, table tennis and pickleball, which are open to the community. They're drop-in programs. If you ever just figured, hey, I want to know what pickleball is, people keep talking about it, or, you know, I think I might like to try to do something fun with the family, let's go play table tennis one night. That's kind of what these programs are geared for.
Absolutely. And to be honest, the people that are involved with the pickleball, if you are new to the sport, a lot of them are like jumping at the opportunity to teach you what the game of pickleball is because they are so enthusiastic about it. The same thing goes for Alex at table tennis.
Yes. And again, more information is available through the website about the nights, the locations, and the times that these open and ongoing programs are offered. You can get all the other information there. That, unfortunately, is about all the time that we have, but we managed to cover it all in some capacity. Amber, thanks so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure to have you back.
Well, thank you for having me.
I want to thank you guys for joining us today as well. For more information about all these events, plus other programs offered by the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department, again, you can log on to our website at wcparksandrec.com or visit us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube for photos and videos of all of our exciting offerings. We'll see you next time, and until then, remember, it's all about you.